रिकॉर्डिंग देखो सर एलटी का।
इंशाल्लाह मैं अभी देखता हूँ सर, भेजता हूँ।
ओके। गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। So what is date today? 29 na? 29 10 2020. Okay, so let us try to go for the next one beta. Concept of equilibrium. Concept of equilibrium. What do you mean by equilibrium beta? The net forces along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, all the forces acting on the body must be equal to your 0. That means when a particle is at rest, when a particle is at rest, when particle is at rest, or in moving with constant velocity, or moving in with your constant velocity. Because for constant velocity also acceleration is how much beta? 0. Acceleration is 0. So when acceleration is 0, force acting on the particle is also 0 for moving with your constant velocity in an inertial frame. In an inertial frame. In an inertial frame. In an inertial frame of reference. Inertial frame of your reference. The net force acting on the system is 0. The net force acting on it must be 0. This is a condition for a particle to be equilibrium beta. Whatever the forces are acting on that particle, if that all forces are equal to 0, that means summation of all the forces acting on the system must be equal to your 0, isn't it? That means it may be the forces along x-axis, isn't it? Summation of all the forces along x-axis must be equal to 0. Summation of all the forces along your y-axis might be 0. It may be your positive x-axis or it may be your negative x-axis. All positive and negative x-axis must be 0. In the same way, positive y or maybe your negative z-axis part of relation. Okay, z-axis. So all the forces along x-axis and all the forces along the y-axis must be equal to 0. Then only the particle is said to be in what? Equilibrium. Then only the particle is said to be in equilibrium. I hope everyone got an idea when a particle is said to be in equilibrium beta. So whenever a particle is in at rest or moving with a constant velocity in inertial frame of reference, the net force acting on that one must be equal to 0. That means F net must be equal to your 0 part. It may be along x-axis, both positive and y-axis. It may be along y-axis, both positive and negative y-axis part of relation. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Is the definition of equilibrium clear? Chalo. Let us try to do one example. We'll get a clarity right now. Say for example, we got a block of mass which has been at rest. Like say for example, I'm drawing the diagram here. See, yeah, there is one vertical string here right now, and there is an horizontal vertical string right now here like this, and there is some ball here right now, and this is the one which is connected, and this is your another ball which is connected to this one like this. Okay, and another force is acting on this body like this, and here there is a block which has been attached to this one. Okay, see here there is a body. Say for example, this is your body which is in contact with this surface. Okay, and this is your fixed support right now here, and here also there is a fixed support right now here, and this is a block of your mass m1 or m. So this is your origin O, How many strings are there, beta, right now? 3 strings are being present in this one. So I need to calculate the tension in each and every part of a relation. Say, for example, tension in this string is right now, here it is right now, if it is T1, here also this will become for me T1. Here, if it is right now T2, this one is also making an angle of your T2. Like say this is making an angle of your 30 degrees here. And here, if the tension is your T3, and here also this tension will become for me your T3 part of relation. Okay. Now the question is, T1 is equals to how much? T2 is equals to how much? T3 is equals to how much? System is at equilibrium. System is in equilibrium. Equilibrium मतलब क्या बेटा? Net forces acting on the system must be equal to 0. Net forces acting on the system must be equal to 0. Now see, is there any diagram or any figure in which we are having a resolving beta? See, this is a force T2, which is making an angle of 30 degrees. I can resolve this one beta. So this, see, for example, this is your body. On this body, there is one force right now here. So this is nothing but of your T2. One force is in the downward direction. This is nothing but of your T1. And another force is right now on this body. This is nothing but of your T3. Isn't it? So I can resolve this T2 into the components right now, beta. If this is your 30, isn't it? So this angle will also will become right now how much for me? Can anyone tell me what will be the angle, beta? If this is your 30 degrees. Okay. If this is your 30 degrees right now for the given condition, then what will be the alternate angle? If this will be a 30, so this angle here, it will become for me how much? 60 degrees. So what will be this angle, beta? This angle will become how much? If this is 30, yeah, देखो ये ऐसा है. This one is like this and this one is like this. Okay. If this is making an angle 30, obviously this one is 90. So obviously this should be equal to how much for me, beta? 60.
60 degrees.
So this will be your 60 degrees. Now resolve the forces into the components, beta. This T2, if I am resolving, here this will become for me T2 into your cos 60. This will become for me T2 into your sine of your 60. So now all the x-axis and all the f-axis must be equal to your 0 for the given condition. Okay, now? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Jaldi se batao. So for a system to be in equilibrium, F2 cos 60 must be equal to how much for me? T1. And T2 sine 60 must be equal to how much for me? T3. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Now, what is the value of T1? Can anyone tell me, beta? Here, this is T1. This T1 is balancing here right now. So the weight of this body is nothing but of your M into G. So I can say that T1 will be equal to how much, beta? M into G. Isn't it? Now write the component right now. T2 into your cos of your 60 must be equal to, see, this T2 cos 60 must be equal to your T1. That means T2 will be equal to T1 divided by cos of your 60. T1 is how much for me? M into G. Cos 60 kitna beta?
1/2.
How much? Cos 60 is how much beta? 1/2. That means this will become how much for me? 2 times of your mg.
2.
Isn't it? The next one, T3 must be equal to T2. That means T2 into your sine of your 60 must be equal to your T3. So T3 will be equal to how much for me? T2 value, how much I got right now? 2 times of your mg into cos 60 is how much? Sorry, sine 60 is how much? Sine 60. क्या हुआ? What is the value of sine 60 beta?
√3/2.
√3/2. Why so much time? This two will get cancelled. So answer is how much for me? √3 times of your mg. So all the forces are clear for everyone.
Yes,
All
sir.
the forces are clear. Okay, beta. So
Yes,
we
sir.
got the value of T1, we got the value of T2, we got the value of your T3 part of relation, isn't it? So tension in the three parts will be equal to how much for me? T1 we got equal to your how much for me? M into G. T2 we got here equal to 2 times of your mg, and T3 we got equal to how much for me? Root 3 times of your mg. So that are your answers for us. The next one is about your Lamis theorem. Lamis theorem. इसका प्रूफ है बट अपने को जरूरत नहीं है, but still if you need the proof I can send you the proof of that one from the vectors, but you directly remember the relation, that's more than enough for doing the numericals better. See here, if you are having three concurrent coplanar forces, concurrent coplanar forces are in equilibrium. Concurrent means all of them are lying from one point only. Like say this one. This is the force here right now. Say for example your F1. There is another force here right now. Say for example F2. And here there is another force right now. Say for example of your F3. Okay. This angle is making right now. Say for example of your alpha. Okay. This angle is say for example of your beta. And this angle is say for example of your gamma. In the Lamis theorem, how do you write this one? See, F1, whatever angle is for F1, for F1, what is exact angle opposite to that one? Alpha. For F2, exactly opposite angle is beta. For F3, exactly opposite angle is gamma. So we'll write the formula for this one as F1 divided by your sine of your alpha, must be equal to your F2 divided by exactly opposite angle. This one is sine times of your beta, that is equals to your F3 divided by your exactly opposite angle for that one, that must be equal to sine of your gamma. So this is the formula to be used in the Lamis theorem part of relation when three forces are acting on the particle. That means it is applicable only for three forces beta. It is applicable only for three forces. Only for your three forces. Okay. If forces are more than three, if forces are more than three, then use the component approach. Use the component approach to solve problems. Okay, that means like vectors, resolve them and try to do it out. Okay, like say example, if three forces are like this is one force here, and here there is one force, and exactly opposite to this one is one force. Like say this one is your F2, this one is your F3, and this one is your F1. An angle between them is exactly 90 degrees. Then how do you write the value of your F3 beta? So this F2 will be equal to how much beta right now? So if this F2 will be equal to your the resultant of this one. This is nothing but of your F1 square plus of your F3 square. Okay. This F2 will be equal to how much for me? Under root of your F1 square plus of F3, because these two are perpendicular by what do you call that one? Parallelogram law of vector addition. Angle is 90 degrees. So this will become for me under root of your F3 square plus of your F1 square. So this F2 must be equal to this much. So this will give me the answer for this. Isn't it? See the Lamis theorem once again. Lamis theorem says that if we are having three concurrent and coplanar, what do you mean by concurrent? Concurrent means all of them are starting from the same point and all of them are in the same plane. So that is the reason they are called as coplanar forces are in equilibrium. Then F1 opposite angle, whatever angle we are having, F1 exactly opposite angle, divide that one by your sine alpha. Then F2 opposite angle sine beta, F3 opposite angle sine gamma. It is applicable only for three forces. If you are having more than two or three forces, use the component method to simplify the problems part of relation. Is that clear for everyone? Let me give you one example. Like say for example, this is your ceiling. Okay. And here is your block. And this block is been hanging by the two strings like this. Okay. This one is mass of your capital M. from this point of your intersection, it is having an angle of theta 1 and it is having an angle of theta 2, isn't it? So find the tensions in the string. Find tensions in the string. In the strings. Two different strings. So obviously we'll get a two different types of your tensions in that given particulation. See here, how do you draw the diagram? See, on this mass capital M, what are the forces? One force is no doubt acting in the downward direction, beta. That is nothing but of your mg. Another force is in this direction along the string. Say suppose this one is T1 and this one is, say for example, of your T2. Okay. So what is the given condition right now? Already it is making an angle right now from this one with the horizontal particulation. This angle is how much for me? Theta 1. This angle is how much for me? Your theta 2. So with respect to the vertical, if I am taking right now, so this will be the condition. Okay. Now see. Now apply the Lamè's theorem, beta. T1 opposite angle. This angle will be equal to how much for me? 90. 90 plus of your theta 2. So this will be equal to how much right now, beta? This will be equal to your 90 minus of theta 2. And this one will be equal to your 90 minus of your theta 1. So this will be, total will be equal to how much right now for me? 90 plus 90, that is equals to 180 minus of theta 1 plus of your theta 2, the opposite angle. Now here this angle is also equal to how much for me? 90, isn't it? Now write the equation. T1 divided by this one is your sine. T1, what is opposite angle, beta? This total angle 90 plus theta 2. So this one is 90 plus of your theta 2. That must be equal to, this will be equal to T2. Opposite angle for this one is how much, beta? This one is sine 90 plus of your theta 1. That must be equal to, this weight is nothing but here how much? mg. This mg divided by, this one is of your sine, this one is, this total angle is how much here right now? This one is 180 minus theta 1 plus of your theta 2. Isn't it? So sine 90 plus theta is nothing but how much? Cos theta. So I'll write this one as of your T1 by your cos of your theta 2. That is equals to T2 divided by, this one is of your cos of your theta 1. That is equals to your mg divided by sine 180 minus of theta. This is total theta if you are assuming. So that will become for me sine theta. So this sine of your theta 1 plus of your theta 2. Is the steps clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Is the steps clear for everyone? Now simplify the value of your T1. So equate the T1 to this one and equate the T2 to this one. So I can right now equate the relation. So it is a T1 divided by your cos of your theta 2. T1 divided by cos of your theta 2 is equals to your mg divided by your sine of your theta 1 plus of your theta 2. That means if I'm writing T1, so T1 will be equal to your mg into your, this one is your cos theta 2 divided by your sine of your theta 1 plus of your theta 2. So this is the value of your T1. The same way T2 if I need. So equate this T2. T2 by cos theta 1 must be equal to T2 by your cos of your theta 1 is equals to your, this one is your mg divided by sine of your theta 1 plus of your theta 2. So T2 will be equal to your, this one is mg into your cos theta 1 divided by your, this one is sine of your theta 1 plus of your theta 2. So this will give me the answer for this question. Is that clear for everyone? I hope everyone got an idea how to apply the Lamè's theorem. See how many forces are acting on this one. One, this string, two, and this is your three. Three is your hanging force. I'm applying the Lamè's theorem to this one. Or else you can also do it by the component method. There is no problem. If you're not comfortable with this one, what you do is you resolve the T1 on x-axis, y-axis, T2 along your y-axis and x-axis, and equate all the x-axis and y-axis. You will get the answer for that one. Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
चलो मैं कंपोनेंट मेथड से भी करके बताऊं क्या एक बार?
Yes, sir. बताओ ना.
ओके चलो ऑल्टरनेट मेथड पर कंपोनेंट मेथड बोल के लिख लेता हूं. कंपोनेंट मेथड देखो, here there is one force. This is nothing but how much for me? T1. And here there is your T2. and the weight of the body was right now here m into g. Okay, with horizontal, the angles made by this one are, this one was theta 1 and this one was of your theta. Now resolve this one beta components. T1 को resolve करे तो यहाँ पर कितना आ जाएगा? T1 into your cos theta 1 आ जाएगा. And in the upward direction, if I am resolving, so this one will become for me how much? T1 into your sin theta 1. Is it clear? T2 को भी resolve करो. T2 को resolve करे तो here it is T2 into your cos theta 2. And here this will become for me how much for me? T2 into your sin of your theta 2. Clear? Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
No, see. All the horizontal forces you see right now, T1 cos theta 1 must be equal to your T2 into your cos theta 2. This is your one equation. Along y-axis, you tell me what are the forces. Along your y-axis, if I am writing the relation, T1 into your sin theta 1 plus T2 into your sin theta 2 must be equal to your m into g. This is your equation number 2. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now if I need the value of T2, now from the equation number 1, get the value of your T1. T1 is equals to how much for me? T2 into your cos theta 2 divided by your cos theta 1. Can I write like that? T1 is equals to how much for me?
Yes, sir.
T2 cos theta 2 divided by this one. This is equation number 3. Okay. Now substitute this T1, the equation number 2. Substitute 3 in your substitute 3 in your two part of relation. So 3 kya hai? This one. This is your T1. T1 is equal to how much I can write? T2 into your, this one is how much for me better? T2 into your cos theta 2 divided by your cos theta 1. Isn't it? This one is T1 into sin theta 1 into your sin theta 1 plus. The next one is nothing but how much for me? T2. This one is your T2 into your sin theta 2 is equals to your m into your g. Isn't it? So sin by cos is nothing but how much for me? Tan. So this will become for me T2 into your cos theta 2 into sin by cos is nothing but how much for me? Or tan theta 1 plus this one is nothing but T2 into your sin of your theta 2. That is nothing but of your mg. T2 common le lo. So this will become for me how much right now? Cos of your theta 2 into your tan theta 1 plus this one is of your sin of your theta 2. That is equals to your weight of your mg. Clear hai? So T2 will be equal to how much right now for me? T2 is equals to your mg divided by now see here, anything I can write from this one, you see, T1 into cos theta 1, T1 into your cos theta 1 is equals to your T2 into your cos theta 2. So ये कितना हो जाएगा? T2 into cos theta 2 can be written as right now. See here from this one, T2 into cos theta 2 is how much for me? T1 into sin theta 1. T2 into cos theta 2 can be written as of your what for me? I'll write here itself. ये पूरा calculation कर लो. यहाँ पर ही simplify हो जाएगा वो आराम से. Okay. This is easy. This is T2. This is your tan theta 1 and this one is a T2 into your sin theta 2. That is equal to your mg. So I can write from this one, tan is nothing but of your how much for me? Sin by your cos. So T2 कितना आ रहा देखो right now? I'll be getting in terms of your T1. T2 will become how much for me over? This one is nothing but this 2. This is your T2. Yeah, simplify कर सकते हैं basically. T2 अगर common ले लिया, so that will be equal to your mg divided by this one is nothing but of your cos of your theta 2 into your tan of your theta 1 plus of your sin of your theta 2. इसको और simplify कर लो, that will be giving you the value of your T2. Then once you get the value of a T2, substitute in this one, that will be giving me the value of your T1. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है ना? So just resolve the components and equate along x-axis and y-axis. Simplify कर लो, काफी ऐसे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं करना. दोनों में भी mg है देखो, T1 में भी mg है, T2 में भी mg है. So we'll be getting the same answer from the given condition right now. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
और एक क्वेश्चन करवा देता हूँ, रफली you'll get an idea. Like say for example, we got two blocks which are in equilibrium. Two blocks are in equilibrium. Two blocks are in equilibrium with a constant horizontal force. With a constant horizontal force. With a constant horizontal force. 2 mg acting on block B. Very good question beta, thoda dimag lagao. The strings are light. The strings are light. Find tensions in the strings. Find the tensions in the strings and values of alpha and beta as shown in figure. Okay, diagram देखो कुछ ऐसा है basically. This is your horizontal faces with respect to vertical. यहाँ पर एक string है. This string is connected to one block which is having a mass of your 2m and is making an angle of your alpha, and the tension in this one is nothing but T1. Again to the vertical to this one somewhere here, there is one more string connected to this one. This one is right now beta, and this is connected to one more block here right now. This is your mass m. और इस पे हम लोग एक force लगा रहे हैं. We are applying a force here. This F is equals to your 2 times of your mg. I'm pulling with this much amount of your force. Tension in the string is nothing but of your T2. This is your A and this is your B. See the question better. Two blocks are in equilibrium. Now the total system is in equilibrium like that with a constant horizontal force of your 2 mg acting on the block of your B. The strings are light and the strings are light. Find the tension in the strings and the value of your alpha and as well as of your beta part of relation. Is the question clear for everyone? कुछ doubt है? See the question. Question समझ में आया सभी को?
Yes, sir.
नहीं आया? Is it clear of the question, beta? See, two blocks are there, beta, 2m and m. I'm pulling the m with a mass, with a force of your 2 mg. This is a force which I'm applying on this one. This is a force. And I'm keeping the total system in equilibrium. That means acceleration of the system is equals to your 0. Acceleration of the system is equals to 0. Just resolve it right now and try to simplify the problem, beta. So if I'm going for the analysis of this one, I'll take each every diagram individually. Let us try to take first one is nothing but of your m. Okay, now see on m, see what all forces are been acting. I'm taking this one as of your vertical. एक तो इसका weight नीचे act करेगा every time. That is nothing but of your em into g. And you are applying a force acting on that one. So this force here right now is nothing but 2 times of your mg. On the block m, what is another force beta? The string. The string is like now in this direction. So I'm taking the string like this. Okay. So what is the tension in this string right now in this direction? This is nothing but of your T2. So I can resolve this string tension into T2 right now. See where is angle? If this is beta, so if I take here right now, so this will also will become for me beta. So obviously this angle is right now for me beta. Is a diagram clear for everyone, beta? See, if this is beta, alternate angle, this one is also your beta. If this is angle alpha, this alternate angle here also it will become for me alpha. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
This is alpha. If I resolve here, this will become for me how much? T2 into your cos beta.
Cos beta.
Here, this will become for me T2 into your sin beta.
Sin.
As it is in equilibrium, what we'll try to do? We'll equate them beta. So we'll be equating this one means along horizontal, T2 into sin beta must be equal to your 2 times of your mg. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Vertical direction, see right now here. T2 into your cos beta. T2 into your cos beta must be equal to your how much?
mg.
Into your cos beta must be equal to your how much beta? M into g. So this is your equation number 2, isn't it? So T2 into your cos beta will be equal to how much for me? 1 into 2 part of 1 minute beta. Okay, so T2 into your cos beta must be equal to your m into g particle. So that are the conditions you have written by the given part. Now, can I calculate the value of T2 beta? This T2 will be equal to how much right now? This T2 will be equal to Pythagoras theorem. If I am applying, angle between these two vectors is how much? 90 degrees. That will be equal to how much for me? Under root of your, this one is nothing but of your, this one is your T2 into your sine of your beta whole square, plus this one is nothing but of your T2 into your cos of your beta whole square. Okay, so that is equals to under root of your this one. T2 into your sine beta is how much? 2 mg. So this one is nothing but of your 2 mg whole square, plus this one is T2 into cos beta is how much? T2 into cos beta is mg. So this one is your mg into whole square. So this is how much beta? 4, and this one is 1. So this will become for me root 5 times of your mg. So I'm getting right now T2 is equals to root 5 times of your mg. So this is the force which has been acting on this one. So T2 is equals to your root 5 times of your mg. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Now tell me what will be the beta? Tan beta, can anyone tell me? Tan beta will be equal to how much beta? Vertical divided by horizontal. What is the vertical force right now here? What is the vertical force right now? T2 into cos beta. And horizontal force is right now T2 into your sin beta part. Now from the given figure, sin tan beta will be equal to your how much for me? Tan beta is equal to how much? This is the angle. So tan beta is equal to how much I can write now for me? This one is how much for me? 2 mg. This one is nothing but of your mg part affiliation. Okay, now?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of a tan beta? Can you tell me right now? So tan beta will become how much for me? 2 times of your mg divided by your m into g. This one gets cancelled. So this one is 2. So beta will be equal to your tan inverse of your 2. Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear for everyone? देखो tan beta निकालना है ना बेटा, ये वाला में tan beta. T2 cos beta is how much for me? mg. This one is nothing but how much for me? Or T2. T2 value is how much for me? Or this one is nothing but T2 into sin beta. That is nothing but of your 2 mg. So this 2 mg divided by your mg, because theta is here right now. So tan beta. So tan beta is equals to your 2 mg divided by mg. That is equals to 2. So beta is equals to tan inverse of your 2. Is it clear for everyone? Now let us try to talk about for your block A. Now tell me what all forces are acting on block A. This is your 2m. See this one, but this is block 2m. For the 2m, this string is connected and this string is also connected. Two strings are connected. So be a little bit careful related to this one. So this is one tension right now here. So this one is right now here T1. So if I'm resolving it into the components right now. So this will be one component in this one. So this angle is how much right now here? Alpha. So this will be equal to how much better? T1 into your cos alpha. And this here, this will become for me T1 into your sine of your alpha. The weight of the body acts in the downward direction. So this is nothing but 2 times of your m into g. Along with that one more string is also connected in the downward direction beta. This is your string right now. And this is your angle here beta. And the tension in this one is right now how much for me? T2. So now if I resolve the T2 into the components, in the downward direction, this will become for me T2 into your cos of your beta. And in this direction, this will become for me T2 into your sine of your beta. Is the resolving clear for everyone? Do you have anyone doubt? See,
Yes.
on your 2m, there is T1. So resolve along y-axis and x-axis. And 2m, there are weight of the body is down acting downward direction. String, this one is also connected. So here it is your T2 and here it is also T2. Here it is T1 and here it is also your T1. So now on the block 2m, T1 and T2 are acting simultaneously, isn't it? As the body is in equilibrium, as the body is in equilibrium, as body is in equilibrium, isn't it? Sum of all the forces on x-axis must be equal to 0, and sum of all the forces along your y-axis must be equal to 0. So equate all the forces along x-axis and y-axis better. So if I'm talking about your x-axis part of relation, see any other component I'm having right now to be done. So this one is the given condition right now. This one is of your beta. This one is of your theta. This theta to be, yeah, fine. So now all the horizontal components if I'm taking. Now tell me what are the horizontal components right now here. This is your T2 into cos beta, and this one is your T1 into your sine of your alpha. So I can write here T1 into your sine alpha is equals to your T2 into your sine of your beta. See, anything is given in the problem. See here, T2 into your sine beta. T2 into sine beta is how much beta? 2 times of your mg. So T2 into sine beta is nothing but 2 times of your mg. That means I can say that T1 into your sine alpha value is equals to how much beta? 2 times of your mg. Is the statement clear? This is your horizontal forces. Okay. Vertical forces. Now take all vertical forces. In vertical forces, what are the given condition? You see, T1 cos alpha is in the upward direction, T2 cos beta is in the downward direction, and 2mg is also in the downward direction. This 2 must be equal to this one. So I can write here right now, T1 into your cos alpha, T1 into your cos alpha must be equal to weight of the body 2mg in the downward direction, plus this one is your T2 into your cos of your beta. So it is nothing but 2 times of your mg plus T2 into cos beta is how much beta? T2 into cos beta is your mg. Already we have got that one. So I'm writing this one as of your mg. So this one is 3 times of your mg. So this one is your T1 into your cos alpha. Now what is the value of T1? Can anyone tell me? So T1 will be equal to how much? This T1 will be equal to resultant of these two. Angle between them is 90. So that will become for me how much beta? Under root of your, this one is nothing but of your T1 into your sine alpha ka whole square plus of your T1 into your cos alpha ka whole square. Okay, so that is equals to under root of your, this is nothing but of your 2 into your mg whole square plus this one is your 3 times of your mg into your whole square. So how much I'm getting? Can anyone tell me? 3 square is 9, 2 square is nothing but 4. So 9 plus 4 is nothing but 13. So it is root 13 times of your mg. So I can write here right now, T1 is equals to root 13 times of your m into your g. So this is the value of your T1. आया सभी को? देखो, this is a T1 ना बेटा, ये T1 है. इन दोनों के बीच में एंगल कितनी है? दोनों वेक्टर्स के बीच में एंगल कितनी है? 90 degrees. This alpha is the resultant na, not the angle between these two. Angle between T1 cos alpha and T2 sin alpha is 90. I'm using the Pythagoras, what do you call that one? Parallelogram law of vector addition. R is equals to under root of p square plus q square plus 2p cube into your cos theta. So simplified, 2 square is nothing but 4, 3 square is nothing but 9. So 9 plus 4 is nothing but 13. So it is root 13 times of your mg. Now take the value of tan alpha beta. So tan alpha is equals to your how much? Tan alpha is equals to your how much? Can anyone? So this is the value of tan alpha. So tan alpha is equals to how much? I can write now this one. This value is equals to your 2 times of your mg divided by your 3 mg. That means I can write here right now. This is 2 times of your mg divided by 3 times of your mg. This one gets cancelled. So it is 2 by 3. So I can write here alpha is equals to your tan inverse of your 2 by 3. So this is the values of alpha, beta, and as well as of your T1 and T2 part of a relation. किसी को कुछ डाउट है क्या देख लो, otherwise I'll help you out in the given condition. थोड़ा लेंथी कैलकुलेशन है, बट एक से दो बार अगर आप प्रैक्टिस कर लोगे तो आराम से निकल जाएगा. ओनली थिंग इज यू शुड बी केयरफुल व्हाइल रिजॉल्विंग एंड टेकिंग ऑल द फोर्सेस एक्टिंग ऑन द सिस्टम. सो थोड़ा बहुत प्रैक्टिस से इजीली निकल जाएगा ऐसे वाले क्वेश्चंस. See it better. If you are having any doubt, you please let me know. क्लियर बेटा?
Yes, sir.
चलो एक क्वेश्चन आप लोग ट्राई करो, अभी बोल रहा हूं मैं, दे रहा हूं. सो ट्राई दिस क्वेश्चन एवरीवन. द टेंशन इन द हॉरिजॉन्टल कॉर्ड, कुछ भी नहीं करना, खाली रिजॉल्व करना है बस। इन द हॉरिजॉन्टल कॉर्ड is 30 Newton. The weight W and tension in the string, the tension in the string OA is dash. This is a given diagram for us. यहाँ पर एक ब्लॉक है जिसका वेट है W and here there is one string here like this. तो इसको एक ऐसा हॉरिजॉन्टल में कनेक्ट किया गया हुआ है। ये इसका सीलिंग है, ये इसका वर्टिकल ब्लॉक है, और एक स्ट्रिंग जो है ना इस तरह से कनेक्ट करी हुई है। And this is connected to the point A. This is a point of joint O, and with vertical it is making an angle of your 30 degrees. Okay, and in the horizontal chord the force is nothing but 30 Newton. The force is nothing but how much per meter? 30 Newton. Equal and opposite, that will be your 30 Newton. And this is your origin. This is your point A. Now resolve it and try to do the problem. कर लोगे? ट्राई करो सभी लोग। इसमें एक फोर्स आएगा, दैट इज टी। सो इसको रिजॉल्व कर सकते हो ना बेटा आप लोग? इसको ऐसा कर लो। आप लोग ट्राई करो बेटा, मैं नहीं कर रहा, आई एम जस्ट ड्राइंग द डायग्राम। तो यहाँ पर एक टेंशन है, ये हो गया टी, और इसके वर्टिकल में एक कंपोनेंट है, ये हो गया यहाँ पर 30, और यहाँ पर एक हॉरिजॉन्टल ऑलरेडी फोर्स है, ये हो गया 30। अब इसको रिजॉल्व करो, टी को रिजॉल्व करो और इक्वेट कर दो, बस आंसर आ जाएगा। I'll give you the options for this one. First option is given as 30 root 3 comma 30. Second option is given as 30 root 3 comma 60. Third option is given as 60 root 3 comma 30. And fourth one is given as of your none. चलो try करो। इसको रिजॉल्व करो तो यहाँ पर कितना आता है बेटा? t इंटू cos 30। इसको रिजॉल्व करो, यहाँ पर कितना आ जाएगा? t इंटू साइन 30। तो t इंटू साइन 30 मस्ट बी इक्वल टू दिस 30, है कि नहीं?
30 रूट 3
आ रहा है आंसर्स? मैच हो रहे क्वेश्चन तो भी देखो आप लोग को, जैसा मैच हो रहा है वैसा बोलो आंसर जल्दी। ये t की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी बेटा? t इज इक्वल टू 30 डिवाइडेड बाय sin 30। sin 30 कितना बेटा? 1/2। सो इट इज 30 डिवाइडेड बाय 1/2। 2 ऊपर चले जाएगा तो कितना बनेगा? 60। सो टेंशन कहीं पर 60 दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? देखो 60 दिखाई दे रहा है।
यस सर। सेकंड ऑप्शन सर।
द वेट पूछना है मेरे को, द वेट एंड टेंशन इन द स्ट्रिंग वो ए में तो टेंशन आ गया 60, ये ऑप्शन ही दिख रहा है मेरे को, ये करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है अपने को अभी।
यस सर, सेकंड ऑप्शन।
तो सेकंड ऑप्शन आंसर का। फिर भी मैं करके बता रहा हूं, देखो दिस t cos 30 must be equal to what? W। t cos 30 must be equal to your W। t की वैल्यू कितनी है अभी हम लोग को? 60 ना। सो दिस वन इज इक्वल्स टू योर 60 इनटू cos 30 की वैल्यू कितनी बेटा?
रूट 3/2।
This is equals to weight W. This is 2 ones are, this one is 2 कितना? 30। So weight W is equals to कितना आ रहा? 30 root 3 Newton. This will be the force. आया सभी को? So 30 root 3 comma 60 will be the answer. ऐसे आएंगे questions basically इस पे। Clear है ना?
यस सर।
खाली रिजॉल्व करना है, सिंप्लीफाई करते जाना, से ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है बेसिकली। ठीक है, कल मैंने आप लोग को न्यूटन्स लॉस का एक असाइनमेंट भेजा था, मिला?
यस सर।
तो स्टार्ट करें उसमें।
देखे सर,
खाली देखे,
आज कर दो सर।
आज ट्राई करो इसको। ये देखो कहाँ पर है वो असाइनमेंट आप लोग को जो भेजा था मैंने, ये वाला न्यूटन्स लॉस के बेसिक क्वेश्चंस मैंने भेजा है। एक रिजॉल्विंग का भी भेजा होगा मैंने आप लोग को, एक बार ट्राई करो इफ इट इज पॉसिबल। ऑल द क्वेश्चंस आर वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन बेटा। तो क्वेश्चन नंबर द की भी भेज दिया है। अब कल एक दिन ये पूरे क्वेश्चन 3 पेपर्स भी कंप्लीट करो। जो भी डाउट्स
ओके
इसके अंदर है आई ट्राई टू हेल्प यू।
ओके
ठीक है,
सर।
चलो कुछ डाउट है? न्यूटन्स लॉस पढ़ रहे हो आप लोग?
यस सर।
कहाँ से?
एच वर्मा।
आप एमपीसी के बच्चे हो?
यस सर।
अच्छा, एससी वर्मा में न्यूटन्स लॉ ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है बेटा, जितना हम लोग पढ़ा है वो बहुत ज्यादा हो गया अब तक ही।
अच्छा
एनसीईआरटी पढ़ो और कंस्ट्रेंट्स के मेरे नोट्स भी एक बार क्लियर करो। एमपीसी बच्चे अगर चाहिए तो आप लोग एससी वर्मा के डाउट्स लेके आ सकते हो। आई ट्राई टू हेल्प यू आउट हाउ टू डू सच टाइप ऑफ ए प्रॉब्लम्स। अगर एससी वर्मा में कोई प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं आ रही, यू टेक द फोटोज ऑफ दैट मैन, व्हाट्सएप में मुझे डाल दो। आई ट्राई टू डिस्कस दिस क्वेश्चंस इफ इट इज आल्सो एप्लीकेबल फॉर द नीट। तो वो क्वेश्चंस में अगर हुआ तो मैं क्लासरूम में डिस्कस करने की कोशिश कर लेता हूं। ठीक है, न्यूटन्स लॉस के एक्सरसाइज क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करो। ऑब्जेक्टिव 1, ऑब्जेक्टिव 2 जो भी नहीं आ रही प्लीज लेट मी नो, आई ट्राई टू हेल्प यू आउट इन दैट।
ओके सर।
ठीक है, चलो आई एम लिविंग बेटा, टेक केयर, बाय।
लॉग आउट हो जाओ बेटा. You can log out. Physics lecture has ended.